Book 101 review. Book 101 is all about the books that I read for the last 40 years. And today I have my special guest. One of her advocacy, enjoying a soulful journey to healthy aging. And no other than Miss Allison Davis.
Hello, hello.
Welcome, Miss Allison on Book 101 Review. And can you please introduce more about yourself that I miss?
Well, I am now a healthy, very healthy 70-year-old great grandma, but
Great grandma.
but my stepdaughter nicknamed me Forever 42 probably 20 years ago. And we joked around about it. And then finally it's like, okay, let's do something with this. Let's see where this goes. And I found a voice inside of me that just wanted to be out there and be a light and bring a youthful feel to growing older and aging. And it doesn't have to be gray hair and frumpy clothes. It can be anything you want it to be. It can
Yes,
be that if you want it to be, though.
definitely. And thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and wisdom to the world, Miss Allison. Thank you. And today let's talk about healthy aging from the inside out, spirit, soul, and body. We often think of aging in terms of wrinkles and health issues. How does viewing aging through the lens of spirit, soul, and body fundamentally change our approach to it, Miss Allison?
Mm. Well, I have a very strong spiritual core foundation in me, and um, I want to, because of that, I just want to live every day of my life to the fullest, and I want to do it until the day I die. And I love learning new things and trying new things, and I'm I've had to actually pull back from doing that because you lose clarity on what you're truly meant to do if you decide you want to try everything under the sun. And so I have wasted a lot of years doing that. And I recently I found myself feeling older because I was tired from all the things that I'd tried to do. And now I had to deal with all those things. And I recently discovered that who I truly am is good enough. I don't have to try to do something that I don't really have the skill to do. And I don't have the time or energy to try to do something that I really don't have the skill to do. And that I am enough just as I am.
I am enough. Yes, definitely. Yeah. What does a healthy aging truly mean from this inside out perspective? Is it more about vitality and purpose than just the absence of disease?
It's all of the above. It's I was blessed myself to have a healthy metabolism. I've had a healthy metabolism my whole life, and I'm surrounded by people who don't, and um, I have to rein myself in because it's easy for me to stay healthy. It's easy for me to eat healthy. I raised a type 1 child diabetic daughter from birth almost. And I had to learn all about nutrition and I had to learn about being active and to stay healthy. And I my daughter is now 41, and she's, she's vibrant also. She's doing everything she can to stay healthy in spite of her, chronic illness, and, um, it's been my job to kinda lead the way, and if I want her to be healthy, I need to be healthy also, and so I even though I say it's been easy for me, I have to back up a little too and say that I've had my health issues along the way, and because I've, worked hard at keeping my body clean from toxins, um, that it's given me, an easier way to battle and stay healthier. That's one of the ways.
One of the ways, and many people feel their body is aging faster than their spirit. Why does this disconnect happen? How can we better synchronize them, Miss
Mhm.
Allison?
I have found some good books that have helped me. I can be prone to depression, and I recently went through a bout of that, and I remembered this book that I found in my parents' bookshelf years ago, and I pulled it out of the shelf because I was drawn to the title, which was The Power of Positive Thinking, and strumming through that, it's an old book from 1953, I think, and in the very back of it, I had written I obviously had been practicing writing my name in cursive as a child in that book, and when I found this book as an adult, it's like it spoke to me. It said, "This book is meant to help you," and I tore up the prescription from my doctor for antidepressant, and I thought, "Okay, I'm gonna read this book that has my name in it," and I I just clung to all the positivity in this book and all the wonderful techniques. And I, um, I saw my doctor in the store like 2 months later, and she asked how I was doing, if I was taking the antidepressant. And I said, nope, never took them. I said, I found a better way, a way that worked for me. And it was a mental game, and it it just it it just changed my life. And when I was going through this more recent bout, I remembered that book, and I actually just pulled it out because when I saw the title of your podcast, I thought, "Book review," and I started thinking about that book, and so I've just been devouring it all over again this last week, and it's helped me so much, and there's nothing better than a good author who knows how to reach your soul.
Definitely. So, Miss Allison, tell us how does having strong sense of purpose or why actually influence our physical health and longevity as we age?
How does it what?
How does having a strong sense of purpose or why
Mhm.
actually influence our physical health and longevity as we age?
Well, it gets you out of bed in the morning. It gives yeah, I there's nothing I get more joy out of than going out of my house and smiling at somebody because you get such a reaction from just a simple smile. So many people need a smile, and it encourages them to smile. And it's my tech, what works for me, it's so simple. It's so simple. And the simpler it is, the happier I am. And that's what's worked for me is being being an influence on others and in a positive way.
In
Even
a positive way.
like even reminding my grandchildren when they're having struggles that okay, so what can you do about that? It's a mindfulness of, do you want to stay where you're at? You want to stay in that negativity? Do you want to grow older carrying all that negativity around with you? Because it rubs people the wrong way when you walk around with negativity all the time. That's how I see it.
Interesting, Miss Allison. Interesting indeed. You talk about the spirit. How can practice like gratitude, forgiveness, or meditation impact the physical process of aging on a biological level?
Mm. I do all of those, and when I don't, I feel older. Uh,
Definitely.
I like feeling younger. I mean, it, it, I have a 95-year-old father who does not take any medicine at all. Who eh, he's still active, not as active as he was a year ago, but he's not giving up. And when you give up, that's when aging really takes over. It's a process that we can't deny. We all are getting older, but we can have a conversation with it, and it's there, and but it doesn't have to consume us.
It's there for sure. And Miss Allison, for someone who spent their life in a doing mode, how do they learn to transition into a deeper state of being in their later years?
Well, again, using my father as an example, he is active. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. Um, he eats slowly. So therefore, he has respect for the body God gave him and treats it accordingly. And he's showing me the way. And um, I truly believe that when you discover what God created you to do, that's when you are the happiest in your life, and God gives you a desire and an energy to fulfill what He put you on this earth for. And if He wants you around to do that, He'll help you stay healthy. It's a conversation. I think in prayerfulness, it's a conversation with God and um, acknowledging Him and being thankful. And gratitude is huge. It's it's yeah, your spirit longs to be happy.
To be happy is the secret. For sure. The soul, mind, emotions, and will, Miss Allison. The soul encompasses our mind and emotions. How can we actively rewire our brain and manage our emotional health to avoid the rigidity and negativity that sometimes accompanies aging?
Hmm. Be around children for a while.
Yes.
be be around, my again, my father, he likes to be out and about, and he likes to be around action and just for something new to see. Even though he can't participate in a lot of things, he loves to be around youth, and it gives him great joy. And um, um, that's again, that's I tell him all the time, and when he starts to complain, which at 95, that's kind of all you talk about is how old you are. But I remind him, I go, "Dad, you're showing us what it's gonna be like if we're blessed to make it to 95 also. So, lead the way." And he is. And, my soul is very thankful, um, on days when I'm not quite feeling right about things. It's a decision. It's always comes down to a decision we have to make
Miss
to
Allison, beyond diet and exercise, what are the most overlooked aspects of caring of the aging body?
Mhm. Indeed. I have a treadmill that I get on. My husband keeps trying to talk me into lifting weights more, but I'm not excited about lifting weights, but I'm active, and being active is the key. No matter what it is, if you have health issues that don't allow you to do some things, there's something you can do. Um, Arm lifts. I mean, anything, any little thing helps. And again, I learned a lot about nutrition when my daughter became a diabetic, and I know more than I ever want to know about nutrition. And I avoid a lot of triggers for me, and it's knowing those triggers. I think you have to know your own body. Um, you have to know. I've recently discovered I can't eat gluten anymore, and I miss bread terribly. Um, it's not fun taking the vegetables off of a slice of pizza and not eating the pizza crust, but I know my body,
Mhm.
and, most people probably do have a bit of an intolerance to gluten, but, again, it's being willing to know your body and how it reacts to specific foods and how to proceed from there. It's a choice. It's always a choice.
It's a choice indeed to be healthy. And Miss Allison, as enjoying a soulful journey, what are your short-term and long-term goals?
Mm. I'm a late bloomer, and at 70, I've finally discovered what my, purpose in life is, and so my website, which, eh, today is called Being Forever 42. I'm transitioning it to becoming golden dot coach, because I want to embrace where I am, and um, I want to help others embrace where they are and where they want to go. And coaching is a new venue for me, and I, I'm a good listener. So my goals are very specific, and it's probably the most specific they've been in my entire life. And I just want to be a light and to uh, help bring joy into the world.
Good luck to your goals, Miss Allison, and looking forward for more success. And what will be your piece of advice for those people out there who want to be like you?
Mm. be true to yourself. Be true to yourself, because um, that's when your soul can shine. And if you don't know who you are, figure it out because um, it makes all the difference. And um, like I said, the book that I read uh, and keep rereading to remind me of how much it helped my life. Um, and it's an old book, but I think my grandkids are all going to get it for Christmas this year.
Yes.
um, the Power of Positive Thinking. And I
Yes.
know that there's been so many newer versions of that book by different authors, with different titles. But I like to go back to the original. And he's a great author. And I loved the way he worded everything in that book.
Thank you for that advice, Miss Allison. Speaking of book, can you please recommend a book or books that influence your journey?
Okay, again, Norman Vincent Peale's The Power of Positive Thinking. And I've recently been reading several of John C. Maxwell's books, and one was about your dream and how to make it happen. And that book in particularly helped me realize who I truly am. And if I want my dream to come true, I have to be true to myself. And um, John Maxwell's books are incredible.
Thank you for that recommended books, Miss Allison. And what is the most important conversation about aging that we as a culture are not having?
Hmm. It's just a number. It's just a number. And
Mm.
I feel as youthful today as I did 25 years ago because I chose to.
It's just a number, people. Don't mind the number. Feel younger, okay? Forever young. From
Right.
someone feeling overwhelmed, where is the simplest, most accessible place to start this journey with a single breath and a single thought or a single act of movement?
Hmm. Yeah, move. um, overwhelmed. I've been there too. And um, just take on one thing at a time. Read,
Baby step.
baby step. Yeah, start somewhere. I had to eliminate many things to get to the one thing that helped me.
Yes, people, baby steps, baby steps. How do you navigate, or how do we navigate the tension between accepting the natural aging process and productivity, fighting against each more destructive aspects of aging?
When you are around negative people, people that are telling you, I'm speaking for myself, telling you that you're getting too old to do something, I I choose my friendships, I choose my environment very carefully. If if I'm around people who make me feel like I shouldn't be doing something that's important to me, then I just choose not to let that sink into my brain and to find a different environment to grow in because growing is important.
Definitely, growing is important as well as feeling younger. Train yourself to feel younger. It's only a number. As Miss Allison said, and thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and wisdom to the world. Miss Allison, and can you please invite our listeners to support your advocacy, your business, or whatever projects that you're doing right now?
Well, again, on my website, kind of says a lot about where I'm at, being forever42.com, which will soon be becoming golden.coach. I'm also on Instagram at forever42 on Instagram.
Yes, people, let's support Miss Allison Davis because if you support her for sure, more and more empowering advocacy to come. So, Miss Allison, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, no worries at all. More to come, people. See you soon.
Thank you.